Hello, welcome to the Contingency Contracting Show with Troy Small, a series focused on helping acquisition professionals prepare for and operate in contingency environments. I'm Troy, a government contracting consultant and former contingency contracting officer within the Marine Corps with experience supporting deployed operations. In this series, we're going to break down practical guidance drawn from the Defense Contingency Contracting Handbook, along with real-world lessons learned from operating in deployed environments. Today's episode, the first 24 hours in theater, what every contingency contracting officer must do. Before we begin, it's worth noting that contingency contracting becomes especially relevant during times of geopolitical tension. For example, with the current crisis that's going on in the world today, with the war between the United States and Iran, situations can change quite quickly in operational theaters, as we are all witnessing now. When events like this occur, military logistics and operational support requirements can rapidly increase, and contingency contracting officers often play a key role in enabling those operations. So today's discussion is focused on the fundamentals that prepare contracting professionals for these contingency environments.
Segment 1, Mission Brief.
Imagine this scenario. You've just landed in theater. Within hours, the commander informs you that the base needs bottled water, portable generators, transportation support, temporary life facilities. And they need it all within the next 24 to 48 hours, right? Because they're expecting waves of troops coming in, and this is going to support them. This is considered life support services, if you will. There are no existing contracts. There's no vendor database, and there's very limited infrastructure. And so this is the reality of contingency contracting. In deployed environments, contracting officers become critical enablers of mission support. So your ability to rapidly acquire goods and services have a direct impact on operational readiness and, quite frankly, operational success in some cases. The first 24 hours are critical because they establish the contracting capability that supports the mission moving forward.
Segment 2, Handbook Guidance.
The Defense Contingency Contracting Handbook explains that contingency contracting occurs in environments where normal acquisition processes must adapt to support military operations quickly. These operations can include combat operations, peacekeeping operations, humanitarian assistance, disaster response, and stability operations. Contracting in these environments is integrated into the broader framework known as Operational Contract Support, or OCS. OCS ensures that contracting activities are synchronized with operational planning and logistics support. In other words, contracting officers are not just processing acquisitions, they are supporting operational missions.
Segment 3, Field Application.
In practice, the first 24 hours for a contingency contracting officer should focus on four priorities. Priority one, establish contracting authority. Before executing any contracting actions, verify your authorities. This includes confirming your contracting warrant, identifying your funding sources, coordinating with finance personnel, and also identifying your legal support. Even in contingency environments, acquisition authorities must remain clear. And I'd like to share like a personal story with you when I was deployed to Fallujah, Iraq, and I was basically running the Fallujah Regional Contracting Center. All of my purchases over a particular dollar limit had to go to the Joint Contracting Command for review. So they added an extra layer in our review process, which obviously that increased our procurement acquisition lead time because we had this additional review. These things have to be considered when you're setting yourself up so you're aware of your timelines and you can plan appropriately to have your products or services that you're purchasing for your customers and clients out in the field so you can get those to them as soon as possible or so that they have great timelines to plan by. Priority two, connect with operational leadership. Your early relationship should include logistics officers, engineering units, base operations leadership, and command staff. These organizations will be the ones that generate the majority of your requirements. Understanding their priorities helps contracting support the mission more effectively. Priority three, identify immediate operational requirements. Focus first on mission critical needs such as water supplies, food services, fuel support, transportation, construction support, communications. The objective is to identify the most urgent operational gaps. During deployments, one of the most important things we learned was to prioritize requirements quickly. Not every request needs immediate action. So identifying which requirements are mission critical makes a huge difference in supporting the units and the commander that you're supporting. Priority four, begin vendor identification. In many contingency environments, the contracting office arrives before vendor networks are established. So your early actions include identifying local suppliers, coordinating with logistics units, reviewing existing vendor information, and assessing host nation vendor capabilities. Developing vendor relationships becomes essential for rapid procurement.
The CCO Toolkit.
Preparation significantly improves effectiveness during the first 24 hours. A contingency contracting officer should deploy with the contracting toolkit. This toolkit should include essential references such as the FAR, the DFARs, the Defense Contingency Contracting Officer Handbook, any joint publications that are relevant to your situation. And also, you would want to bring on some contract templates such as purchase requests, solicitation requests, contract award documents, even evaluation worksheets, SF-44 forms. Administrative equipment may include laptop with your contracting writing software. You may have a portable scanner. Also, you will definitely have external hard drives to maintain your files. You will likely have two external hard drives, quite honestly. You will have backup power sources. You will have power translators, if, depending on what country you're in, if you're using 120 volt versus 240. So preparation reduces delays when operational requirements emerge. Segment 5, Lessons Learned. Experienced contingency contracting officers often highlight several lessons learned from their deployments. Lesson 1, build relationships quickly. Lesson 2, document contracting actions carefully, even in fast-moving environments. Documentation is your friend. Always document the file. When in doubt, write a memorandum for the record and put it in the file, even if it's just to document your thoughts at the time. That memorandum for the record will hold a lot of weight in the future should any issues come up, to include fraud or the contractor said this, or any type of review or investigation. Lesson 3, understand the local operating environment and cultural context when working with vendors. Rapid deployment checklist. Let's close with a quick checklist for the first 24 hours. A contingency contracting officer should focus on confirm contracting authority and funding, coordinate with logistics and operational leadership, identify mission critical requirements, begin building a vendor network, establish a basic contracting office capability. Contingency contracting is one of the most important acquisition functions supporting deployed operations. A well-prepared contracting office enables commanders to operate more effectively in challenging environments. In the next episode, we'll discuss operational contract support and how contracting integrates with military operational planning. Thank you for watching the Contingency Contracting Show with Troy Small.